Hi, everybody. We are live at Wishpond. Welcome to another VanHack webinar. We're here at the beautiful offices of Wishpond.com, which is a marketing company here in Vancouver. They help lots of brands create landing pages and optimize them and get them more and more leads. So good evening. I just want to first off, as always, check, does the sound work? Can you guys hear me? Good evening. Yes, check 1, 2. Just say yes, please. Nothing yet. Sometimes there's a delay. Yes, okay, cool, it's working. Awesome, so maybe if you can come over this side because the light is really bad. So I just want to introduce you guys to someone, to the CTO, or this is the CTO of Wishpond. Hi. Vikram. This is everybody. So you just say hi, guys. We have with us online about 29 people, 30, so hopefully more people will join over time, usually in the first 10-15 minutes. And then for everyone who's watching this recorded, hi from the past. Yeah, so we also have Bree, with Wishpond, and we have a couple other amazing developers.
Is this live?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're live, yeah. So maybe we can grab a chair.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, not yet. We just wanted to first do a quick Q&A, and then we're going to do an office tour. So guys, Bree is going to do an office tour, so you guys can actually see the more better looking part than me, the office. But first, Vikram, please tell me, Ruby on Rails, that's what we work with here.
Yeah,
let's
that's
get into
that's our main stack. That's what we use.
Yeah.
We use a couple of other languages, Go being one of our projects also. Of course, we use a lot of AngularJS and CoffeeScript, and of course another JavaScript.
Awesome. So any Ruby on Rails developers out here, Go developers, AngularJS. I see Clever's here. So hi, Clever. And hi, Antonio is also a Ruby on Rails developer. Awesome. Yeah, so we have a couple with us here. And today we're just going to be talking about what makes Wishpond such a great place to work. And so maybe you can talk a little bit about the product, just give a high-level overview of that, and then we can do the office tour and then continue with all that.
I think Mo should be.
What was your name?
I'm Morgan.
Morgan. Okay, so Morgan is a developer here at Wishpond. Cool. So how long have you been here? What made you come hang out at Wishpond?
I'm like the oldest employee Wishpond has.
Yeah. Senior develop.
Yeah, I've been here since mid-2010.
Ooh, it's long.
Yeah, I think I've been here longer than Jordan, longer than Nick.
He's found.
Basically.
That's awesome.
Really, why did I come to Wishpond? It was a very different company back in the day.
Why did you stick around?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why did you stick around?
Because we've tried a lot of different things and we've picked up different technologies and thrown them out and picked on different things, and it's been interesting. It's been very educational, jumping from project to project, seeing what ideas worked, what didn't, throwing things away, starting from scratch, picking some new tools to actually do the work. It's been fun.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
So do you lead a division? How does your dev team work? Do you guys have Scrum, or how does
we follow pretty closely to Agile. Mm-hmm. So really it is a case of short term, these are the things that we're trying to do right now, mm-hmm. With some longer overarching goals that we're trying to achieve based on all of these short term things. Mm-hmm. The team itself is pretty flat hierarchy. While we have some senior developers, these are the guys that need to sign off on everything before it can go out. Beyond that, it's pretty much everybody's more or less on a par. Mm-hmm. Some people have specializations in some parts of the application, so they tend to get more of the work and more of the bugs in those parts of the applications, but we try to encourage everybody having better knowledge of the entire suite, mm-hmm. And of all the languages, so that regardless of what goes wrong or what you're working on, you've got an idea and you can jump right in and get stuck in. We don't want people to be too specialized, and we don't want to have too many unique workers who can't read. Mm-hmm.
Can't learn new skills.
Can't learn new skills.
Nice.
So it's pretty fair, and everybody's just expected to be more or less full stack. Mm-hmm. We're still very cautious about giving people access to the actual production servers because of the ability to just break production immediately. But up to that, everybody has access to everything, and our staging servers are complete reproductions of the production environment, Docker, and
Yeah.
all of the AWS services.
Yeah.
And everything's in place. So it's good to break stuff in staging.
Nice. Nice.
By the time we
Sounds
go to
fun.
production, it's pretty reliable.
Great, great. And so who are you guys looking for?
We are looking for senior developers. We try to nurture our junior and intermediate developers as much as we can. And because of that, we've got quite a few junior and intermediate developers already, but we're lacking seniors. We need people with significant Ruby on Rails experience and significant JavaScript/Angular experience and user experience. People who can actually just jump into an application and say, yes, this is a terrible experience, and these are the reasons why, and this is what we need to do to fix it. And then look at the code base and go, oh my God!
Someone to teach.
Someone to teach. Someone that the juniors can come to and say, all right, so I've got this caching strategy, but it doesn't appear to be working. And then the senior can say, all right, well, your caching strategy isn't actually taking care of these cases, and we need to fix it up. So we really are looking for people who are quite experienced in Ruby on Rails. And if I can get them, I would love to get some people with some DevOps experience so that somebody can teach me how to actually manage a server.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we have a couple guys here. And anyone here work with Ruby or DevOps? I see Clever says hi. I don't know if you remember him. He's yeah, he's watching. Wasn't able to come in person because he's moving. But yeah, so anyone else have questions, feel free to make them especially about like things like the product, the team, the dev environment. Maybe the next thing we'll kind of move away from the tech side and talk maybe a little bit about the culture. I don't know if Bree wants to talk about that or anyone else, but it seems like a really fun place to work, which, I mean, in Vancouver, there's a lot of really cool places, but it seems like what you guys are doing, like it's between that big company and it's between the startup kind of phase. And I feel like that's unique. And yeah.
We're feeling pretty professional because we've just hung the projector from the
This
ceiling.
is a big deal.
And put the projected screen on the wall. Like this is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Describe it.
Yeah, let's go see the office.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do it. Wait, can they hear? Yeah.
Yeah, they can
Take
hear you.
this with
And
me.
just someone.
Oh, I have
Pretty heavy.
muscles.
Okay.
Believe me.
All right. You guys are.
Hi, guys. Wait, can you see me? Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Bree, the customer success lead at Wishpond, and I'm going to take you around the office. This is the view. So you can go snowboarding if you want to go snowboarding. Put this on my, yeah. Okay. And we have the beach right there. We have the seawall. You can go for a bike ride. You can go for a jog around the park if you need to like go for a walk. This is the boardroom. And we also have, if you want to work in a hammock, you can work in a hammock. If you want to play some ping pong, say hi. Just Farhad. Okay. And then we have the developers over here. It's the end of the day, so people are starting to go home. My arm hurts. Okay. Say hi. This is a new developer. How do you like being a developer here?
Oh, it's really nice. You gotta, yeah. Everyone is super friendly and helping.
That's Danny. Danny has a dog, so that's a plus, a little corgi, and he'll run around. Okay, this is Victor. Say something.
Yeah, guys. I don't even know like how to speak
He does.
anymore.
He works out on that thing in the back mostly. He's one of our developers as well. Been here for a really long time, and he's Brazilian. Say something.
Okay, say your part.
Huh?
What do you want me to say?
Say where? I don't know. Welcome. I don't know.
Say something in Portuguese.
Say something in Portuguese.
Where
Where are you from? Where are you from? In Brazil.
Brasilia.
No, but where in Brazil? Yeah.
Brasilia.
Oh, is that a place?
Yeah, it's a place.
Oh.
How do you like working at Wishpond?
Trabalhar na Wishpond é lugar. Fuck, this is really hard. Dude, like everything I
You've been speaking a long
learned.
time?
Well, yeah, and everything that I learned
you
was
just in
kind
Brazil?
of like in English, right?
Weren't you
So
just there?
Huh?
Weren't you just in Brazil?
Sim, estava em
What'd you do
Brasília.
there?
Before I came to Wishpond.
Yeah.
I was.
Okay, this interview is going really well, and we're moving on. And then we have the kitchen over here. So the kitchen is fully stocked. You can see the fridge. If you're ever hungry, we have ice cream bars.
That's how I have
Open up these drawers. Like this is danger because yeah, we pack on the pounds here. Okay, here.
This is where you bulk up.
bowl cups. We have cookies and nuts and every type of tea you can imagine. Coffee, grill, if you want to make a sandwich. This is our dining table. We all eat here at lunch, and those are some fruits. Oh no. Ooh, this is the danger cupboard where we all gain 500 pounds. Oh.
All the snacks.
Chips and candy and deliciousness. So basically, whenever you're hungry, I mean, we feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And snacks and everything. So you don't even have, just come to work and we'll feed you. Yeah, they're listening. He doesn't understand. Okay, and then I'll show you. So we have some foosball. Any soccer players? Well, I mean, that's with your hands. But we actually have a soccer team and we're playing on Sunday, right?
Of course, we're ready.
Woo!
We actually have the logo.
So this is our content marketing team.
Some of us.
So mainly this guy right here. He's just like, hey, these are developers in Brazil that are wondering if they should work here.
Okay. You should. I don't speak any Portuguese.
Yeah. Huh? I don't. Oh, okay. Okay, and then I'm quickly going to show you two more things, and then I'll get out of the way. This is the. Okay, wait. Let's go in here. This is the studio. This is where I mostly am, filming stuff. Being a weirdo mostly. And then we have video games over here. If you want to just play some FIFA or PS3 or whatever. If you just want to like take a nap on the couch, you can take a nap. There's little bean bags. And actually we're expanding the office, so that wall there is going to get knocked down and we're going to have the whole entire floor. So we can run around and do cartwheels and things. Maybe some capoeira. Yes. And that's pretty much it. And we have a really awesome view. Let's take you to the view. Ta-da! So we're right in the heart of downtown and close to everything. So it's pretty sweet. And we do activities each month. We went kayaking last weekend. What else have we done? Bowling, paintball, go-karting, laser tag. One more thing. And he's probably like, come back here, I'm stealing. And then this is some more offices here, and there. Ping pong champions. They're not that good. No, just kidding. They're good. Anyway, that's it. I'll get away. That was like a full-on tour. Okay, so back to the room. If that doesn't make you want to come here, I don't know what will. Okay, but nice to meet you all. And have fun.
Soccer team? What's the soccer team?
We're playing soccer tomorrow.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So I think, Summer League. So people here would, yeah.
Really?
Could they hear everything?
Real soccer or?
We can chat with you. Could you guys hear everything?
Oh, does it go? Oh, nice place it says.
Yeah, there's all the, so soccer team, a Brazilian dream, LOL.
Yeah.
Melona, yes, Melona. Is that, you guys have the Melona ice cream?
Yes, you guys saw that? It's the best.
I didn't see it, but I know.
Oh, yeah.
I used to see it in Sao Paulo. Beautiful view. Wow, awesome.
Wow.
You do the fridge like cribs.
Yeah, you
MTV cribs.
MTV cribs.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do ride their bike to work. I used to just run to work. Everyone lives really close
Loud
to
and
work.
clear. Yeah, thank you so much for this mic. It's fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions for Bree, I guess you can tweet Wishpond.
Yeah,
with your
you can
questions,
also
or
tweet at me, Bree
or at her.
Nakatani, which
Yeah.
good luck with spelling.
B-R-I-
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks a lot.
Okay, no problem. Bye.
Appreciate it. Cool. So who wants to talk about, maybe we can all talk about Wishpond and just take some questions from people.
Sure.
So, do you mind? Okay. Cool. Write her Twitter. I don't know how to write her Twitter. I can't. Just Google Wishpond. You'll see. Cool.
BREENAKATANI.
Okay.
Got that.
B-R-I-E-E. Yeah. N-I.
BREENAKATANI.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I got it. I think. Yeah. Nakatani. I put an extra T. Okay. Okay, there it is. So you're only looking for senior developers. I think we got that clear. How how the product team organized. I don't know. I know I don't have a product management opening, but I'd love to keep up on my radar. Okay, so yeah, do you have a product management team, or do you hire product managers at all? Maybe not now, but in the future?
Not on the dev side, no. But for certain marketing campaigns, for example, there's managed campaigns. So for that, we have
We have one opening.
Do you mind?
one opening for managed stuff.
It's a really bad light.
Yes,
if
you should all be on that side.
yeah, you guys should.
It's good, man. I want answers in words.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So
fine.
yeah, for the dev side, no, we don't do any kind of project management as such. It's a flat hierarchy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool. And are you guys looking for are open to remote? Like, what if someone's not in Canada yet?
We're definitely open to remotes, but obviously the bar that a remote developer would have to cross is higher. We're expecting someone who right out of the gate just wows us with, oh yes, this person knows a lot more than I do. Excellent.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to reach.
Cool. But that's good to know that that's possible, and that totally makes sense. Like the trade-off, right? Because you're not here, etc. And what about like the marketing? I heard I saw there's a marketing specialist role for Portuguese speakers. I know this isn't kind of what you guys are working with, and maybe you work with marketing, but is that available still? Like, is that open?
It's still available, accepting resumes, and also for support. We're hiring, I think, one more position in Portuguese speaking support staff.
Okay, so can you talk a little bit more about those roles?
So you'll be kind of talking with customers on an ongoing basis, going on live chat, and also like keeping relationship with maintaining clients, kind of a customer loyalty program. And then also sometimes assisting with sales when customers have questions, you kind of pass them forward to the sales department as well.
Yeah, Andresa here would be a really great fit for you guys, I think. She's an MBA in marketing. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, Andresa, I think that's a good fit for you. So, yeah, I think people were excited about that role as well, because I think you probably have a lot of people with support and marketing experience. Yeah, because I think it's a little easier to find, especially with the Portuguese speaking.
Of course, you have a lot of customers in Brazil, as far as I know, right?
There's one sitting next to you as well.
Yeah. Great. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are hiring and support as well.
Cool.
They can find the job description online, but they can also send it to you later as well. So you can share it with everyone.
Cool. So there's a good question here by Enrique. I really liked it, actually. What technologies would you start like learning about and investing in? Because a lot of the people that aren't here yet, they aren't really connected with what's the latest and greatest technology here. They're still working in legacy systems like COBOL and stuff, actually. So yeah, I get a lot of emails from people with that, like developers that might be like a little bit older, like 50 years old, 45 years old, and also developers that are kind of starting out and don't really know what path to take. Maybe what would you learn now, and then also how would you stay up to date with technologies? I think that could help people. It's a big question.
Staying up to date, that's a never-ending mission. The rate at which these technologies are coming out and the new languages and the new platforms, I think it's impossible to actually stay completely at the leading edge. You wouldn't actually have any time to do anything. You've really just got to focus on ones that actually grab your attention and just go down that path. Pick up ones that do things differently from what you're used to, or do it with a brand new language, or switch to a different paradigm. Go try functional languages for a little while, see what happens. Maybe take it back to the beginning, do some Haskell, see what happens, and then work your way up. Go to Scala and Erlang, and maybe try out Elixir or whatever you like. As it is to languages to get started with, most of the modern large frameworks and languages, they're not too dissimilar. If you wanted to get started on Python or Ruby or something like that, they're all this muchness, and the skills you will learn from one migrate to the other. The skills that you really need to learn are the ones that actually come into play in production. So this is the user experience. Sure, in development, your page delivers in 200 milliseconds, and that's not a problem, but in production, that's never gonna fly. You've got to get that down to 40 milliseconds. What do you actually do to solve that? And what you do to solve that is independent of the platform that you're using. It really is just general skills that apply regardless of what platform you use and where you host things. So languages and places to get started, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Ruby. I fell in love with it like 2007, kind of stuck with it since then. I've dabbled with a bunch of other things since then, and I keep going back to Ruby. TypeScript has got my attention at the moment. Just I love the fact that I can get some IDE power back into my editor when dealing with JavaScript, but it's not essential. I actually write very clean code just with CoffeeScript by default. So what TypeScript provides is not the most critical thing. What would you recommend, Bikram? Like, where should people start if this is not what they're after?
It depends on what they're aiming to do. If are they trying to
Get a job at a tech company in Canada.
True, but
Maybe
what
learn
kind of
Swift.
field? Are they trying to get? Do they like a specific field? For example, payment systems or ATMs or web dev or what kind of thing, right? It'll go from there. If it's web dev, then yes, then Ruby I think is the most popular these days.
Yeah.
Followed by maybe Python, the Django framework. Yeah, that's where you would want to start if you don't know anything about web tech, for example.
Once you've been doing it for a while in either Ruby or Python or whatever your choice is, go back and look at some of the older ones like WordPress and learn what not to do. There's so much to learn from how those older frameworks work that you just avoid completely.
Yeah, learning wise, there's a whole lot of things.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
Yes.
That's always a good one. Marcella wants to speak. I think we can try and get you to speak. I'm going to invite you as a speaker. I don't know if that'll work. So Marcelo, if you get an invite now, press OK, and hopefully it'll work. If not, it's okay. Santiago works with Ruby and Node.js. Awesome, that's great. So QAs, no, we're no longer hiring QAs. And also, someone asked if the international support specialist system can be remote, or do they have to be here in the office?
I think you have to be here in the office, but I'll have to double check with the management team.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What about Android? Someone asked. Oh, you guys don't have an app, so I guess you don't.
We don't have apps at the moment. We have a plan that's very vague for longer term for some apps.
Yeah.
Sure, like we might use React Native for that just because it gives us React and it's not too dissimilar to things we already know. Or we might look for more native technologies. Who knows? It's not yet a fully fleshed out plan, and we've got other things that are more important to do.
Yeah, it's not really your core business. Yeah. So we have Marcelo here with us. Marcelo, can you talk? I don't know if it'll work. I don't.
Yes, are you listening to me?
Yeah, it worked. Hi, Marcelo.
Oh, nice. I got today. Oh,
yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Hello. I just would like to introduce myself firstly. I have been working in Brazil for 14 years, just in web development. And but the case is, I'm moving in August to Edmonton, Alberta. But probably my flight will be via Vancouver. So yeah, I would like to know if I can visit the Wishpond and just I liked the tour that the girl had. But I would like to talk personally and probably present you before some projects I did. Because here in Brazil, I worked from integrations using WebSphere MQ, message queue, in Java and .NET. But besides of that, I worked with some mobile application, and during the VanHackathon, Ilya can confirm to you, I was the first play to my best helper. I did some application. I'm in contact with, I'm just waiting the contact from the Alexandra. But I really appreciate the opportunity to meet you and to talk to you. And just want this, just know about this, to visit you. And I would like to mention that I have some language skills, because in 2013, I went to Montreal and Quebec City. I did an intensive French course, so I can speak in French too. And I have a Spanish, basic Spanish, because I have a Mexican in the family. So I would like to meet you. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. By all means, if you're coming through Vancouver, send us a message. Come and say hello.
Okay.
At a place. Really, very open house here.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Very welcoming.
Okay. And
Cool.
and you mentioned that you are probably needing some full stack developer. And I don't know Ruby on Rails. I began to study, but I must be honest with you. I have a background in Java, but Angular JS, Ionic, and single page applications, I have a strong knowledge. So in case you want, we can get in touch. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Marcelo. That's how it's done. Great pitch.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. So we help them learn how to say these things, and Marcelo's been doing a really good job. So I'm proud of you, man. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. If anyone else wants to talk and kind of tell us who you are and why you want to work at Wishpond, I think these guys would appreciate that. We can get some quick interviews. But just we still have half an hour, so let's go through any more questions you guys have about moving here, how it works. I guess another thing we should maybe talk about is that you guys do have a lot of people already from Brazil here, which is kind of unique in a lot of tech companies. We usually don't see a tech company that has like 3 or 4 Brazilian developers.
It's not just Brazil. We got people from everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not even from here.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Zealand.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, in Spain for 4 years, and now I've wound up here.
That's actually very true. That's something we're trying to do more now at VanHack is like be just not just one country, but yeah. So maybe just talk about that, like the globalized team, the global diverse team you guys have. Do you feel that adds value to your products or your culture, your business? And if so, how?
I don't know if other people see this differently, but I'm a cynic. I'm just trying to find the person who can do the job. I don't really care where they're from.
Okay. Yeah.
If they can do the job, I'm good.
Yeah.
If they come in here and they know more than I do about the problems that I'm trying to solve, I want that person.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got, I don't know where our people are. They're people from all over the place.
At least a dozen different countries, I think.
Yeah.
At least
12 different countries. That's awesome. Yeah.
Maybe there is someone in the office who was thinking of it in terms of diversity.
No, but actually,
I don't know.
I think the way you put it actually is more interesting because it's like we don't have the bias, right? Like we don't care where you're from, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We just want you to get the job done.
We don't have the skills in house to justify having that bias.
Yeah.
Like if we had 1,000 different applicants showing up who all had 10 years of Rails experience, then we could say we're going to be horribly racist and pick the ones we like. But we don't have that.
Yeah, that's true.
We just gotta find the best people.
Yeah, and the best people, all over the world.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So maybe we can talk about like integrating or coming to Vancouver. I don't know, for your experience, how was it moving here? Why did you pick Vancouver if you've been in other places in the world? I don't know if you guys moved here recently or a while ago or born here, but.
Okay, so I moved here in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Never been to Canada before. I just wanted to change from Spain after living in Spain for 4 years. Figured I could get a visa for Canada easily enough, and I wound up here.
Nice.
I picked out west instead of east just because it's greener and doesn't get buried in 10 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice day today.
And it's a really nice day today. And when it was finally time for me to start looking for work, Wishpond was one of the first companies I contacted, and it was interesting. It was just, we got some random problems need solving, and we need some technical people to solve them. And I've been around long enough now that I know a few things, so it's okay.
Cool.
That's really, it's just shits and giggles.
Yeah.
That's how I wound up here.
Yeah. Well,
Vikram might have a very different story.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I came to Vancouver from Edmonton, Alberta, where the Marcelo is going over now. Just looking for a job, and this is the first place I applied at Wishpond in 2011, I think it was. And I just had, I think at the time, a year's experience with Rails. And just started from there and learned a whole bunch of things with Morgan over here. Also do some DevOps now, and it's been good.
that's fantastic. Cool. Yeah. And how are you?
I moved here when I was fairly young, so I didn't really have a choice. But
Cool. Yeah, me too.
just being young, it has its own negatives as well, because you're worried, you don't speak the language. But
Yeah.
I have to say that it's a very multicultural city. You see all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds, and we're kind of used to just talking and making new friends. And it's actually kind of really interesting because you get to learn so much about different cultures, and kind of interacting with them to me, it's very exciting and fun, and everyone's very accepting. To be honest, if I could go back again, I would probably pick Vancouver, and I travel quite a bit before this job, so I think it's one of the most amazing places. The weather is good, other than the rain sometimes, but you get everything. You have the sea, you have the mountains. You can pretty much kayak, or you can go and snowboard if you want in the same day. So I think it's an amazing place, and it's growing big. So I see huge potential, especially in the tech business. I mean, you have the two tech experts here, but just feel like this place is kind of booming.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about the business side. And I know there's a lot of people here that are interested in the marketing support roles. So, what kind of, maybe talk about the business of Wishpond. Like, you guys work with what kind of brands, and what kind of things you help them do?
The first thing I've noticed since working here is that every person is kind of makes an impact on the whole team. It's like very team oriented. So it's got its own negative. So if you do something bad, sometimes you slow down other people. But the good thing is they're so supportive, and they kind of understand. So they're always helping you to learn and just move forward, which is, I think, very helpful and beneficial. You don't find that everywhere. And I definitely didn't find it in my previous jobs.
Yeah, me neither.
But the good thing is that you learn the tech part to some degree. I mean, I came from a non-tech related industry, and this was a huge challenge. Still is, because as Morgan was saying, tech business, like, you keep learning constantly. There's no ending to it. And to me, it's fascinating because you learn that, and then you got to apply your other knowledge. Like, I'm mostly doing sales and business development. It's interesting because you're dealing with all kinds of people. We have all kinds of clients from small to medium. And then we have some bigger companies that I'm sure you guys have heard of, like ESPN or NBA. They would contact us for contests and campaigns. And that's very interesting that you can actually contact with such companies and you can make a difference. So to me, it's amazing because you're helping from small company, mom and pop stores. Like, for example, my parents had a dry cleaning. I was applying the tools to that, and they see increase in their website and new customers, which is exciting.
Yeah, results.
And yeah, of course. And then you have the bigger companies running contests, and you see huge results and huge exposure. So it's very neat. I find it very fascinating.
That's very cool. I actually really like the idea of contests. It's a great idea. We've done some. We did like a raffle and stuff, and it works really well.
It's very interesting, especially if you have something like customized, specialized. The managed campaign team kind of puts it together, and it's very neat. Still learning, but it's fun.
Cool, very cool. Yeah, who do you think is going to win the NBA final?
I don't know. I'm the worst guy to ask about basketball. Soccer, I know a little bit more.
Okay, Euro Cup. Any predictions, guys?
Euro Cup. I hope France.
France,
and
cool.
They're the host, but
yeah,
they played a really good game today. Last minute. It was exciting.
Cool, very cool. Yeah, I'm sure the guys are watching as well. So let's get into the hiring process, which I think a lot of people are asking about, and people should probably know about. So for any role, what's it like? Do you guys have like a 30-minute interview at first, and there's like a more deeper? Are there any like standards of how you guys go through interviews so people can prepare maybe without giving away too much? Just like this is what you can expect.
Really, the first phase of the interview is just a quick chat. It's a personable interview just to see, do we actually get along? Can we communicate? Or do we just run into communication boundaries every time we try to get anything across? Assuming we can pass through that, and we've got a reasonable basis for believing that the technology skills are there, then for a senior developer at the very least, we're going to need to throw something challenging at you to see just how you do. And it's not a case of there's 5 correct answers. It's a case of tell us what you found and how would you go about fixing that and what is the end result going to be. Not really interested in a checklist of things that everybody can just study one time for. It's not it doesn't work like that. There's never in the time that I've been developing software has it come down to that easy.
Answer in the back of the book.
It's never been that easy. Yeah. So we're not interested in developers who need that in order to progress. For junior and intermediate developers, obviously, it's much less stringent. It's just a case of finding out how far the knowledge goes, where you're lacking. It does that fill a hole that the team has. But for senior developers, those holes better be pretty hard to find and in pretty obscure topics.
Yeah, very cool.
For QA people, actually, I haven't been involved in the interviews for QA people, so I can't actually speak to that.
I haven't done much either.
Yeah, I guess you guys aren't looking for
At the
QA
time,
now,
we're
so
not looking for any
maybe the
QA.
marketing. Have you worked with interviewing at all, or how was your?
It was just a couple of initial interviews. To be honest, it was mostly done by our colleague. It's just like Morgan said. It's about the first interview, which I was part of, was about your personality and how open you are, how friendly, and if you're willing to learn. Because some people have certain background skills that they just stick to it, and even if it's not getting them the result, it's hard for them to change. Kind of someone open and just willing to learn and work hard. Like again, it's not a huge company like Microsoft, but at the same time, it's not a small like 2-man operation. So you actually make a difference, which I love that fact, and it's important because you feel part of the whole team. So you kind of want motivated, reliable people because you don't want to let the whole team down. You get progress together and you achieve the results together.
Very cool.
But I guess knowing some background about Wishpond is very important.
Yeah.
The marketing aspect of
Your
it.
homework. Yeah.
What to offer, not like exact to the point, but just having some knowledge about it.
Yeah. Know what like a landing page is.
Yeah. I honestly didn't know in the beginning, so I was like freaking out.
Yeah.
I got like, but yeah, that's important.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Be able to speak the jargon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the
At least
history,
willing
the
to
culture, the company is cool.
Get on with it. I guess that's important too.
Cool. Just any you guys have questions? No.
Are you open to sponsor if the people are Brazilian, we are in Brazil, when he's being in Vancouver and don't have our visa here?
Yeah, this is the good question.
On the development team, if we can find somebody who blows my socks off, then yes, I'm going to fight to get them sponsored to get them to come here. I need the people more than I need anything else.
Cool. Yeah. So any super amazing Ruby on Rails developers out there, apply and show him more than he does, or at least as much.
I don't know if that would be possible. But
yeah, it might not be possible. But we're so this is basically it, guys. Like if you have the tech skills, then good things will happen, right? So yeah, awesome. Cool. What about startup experience? Do you guys value that at all? Like, does that at all change the way you look at things if someone maybe was working for a smaller team or started something?
I guess I hadn't actually thought about it, but in the case of development, you're really looking for developers who think on their feet. We don't have months to spend thinking about what is this thing that we're trying to do. We want to cobble something together, proof of concept, see does it work, and then rip it apart and build something proper. And we want to get that done as quick as we can. So I guess startup experience is helpful in that regard.
Yeah.
Somebody who spent 30 years at IBM probably doesn't think like that. But
like test a little MVP of a feature, and then if it works.
Yeah, and then
it.
expand it out. See, well, this is going to be a performance hole right here. So what are we going to have to do to make that better if we're going to go ahead with it? I guess it helps. It's not absolutely required. Just thinking on your feet. That's the thing that's required.
Cool. Yeah. So you didn't necessarily have to be or had work experience at a startup, but knowing how to be proactive and learn and grow. Yeah. Same kind of skills.
Taking ownership for not just code, but ideas and features and bugs. That's key. Like that, you get a bug under your skin, and you've just got to get that thing out and get it done, and actually pushing to get it done, even when the person that you've asked to give you a code review is off fixing some other bug. Like just push to get your thing going ahead because you know that it's beneficial. Some of that drive is very helpful.
Nice. Yeah. Get shit done, as they say in the startup world.
Yeah. Just get it done.
Cool. Yeah, so something about DevOps. Are you guys looking for DevOps people too? What are the requirements? That's a question I think you might have mentioned that. DevOps.
Yeah, we're not looking specifically for DevOps because DevOps is you're a developer and you're doing operational things as well.
Yeah.
So if you qualify for being a senior dev, then having DevOps experience is extremely helpful. What we are doing right now, we use a lot of Amazon services, and we use Docker. We have plans to use more Docker-related services like Kubernetes, and we're using CoreOS right now. So those kind of things. So it's useful, very helpful, but we're not looking for a pure DevOps person right now.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
If DevOps is even a pure word.
Yeah, yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
kind of this new thing. Yeah, so Docker experience, AWS experience.
It's
That's
useful,
like, I'm just
yes.
moving because of the light.
Okay.
It's better here. Yeah, it's all good. Cool. So we have about 10 minutes left, guys. I'm just going to throw this out there. Anyone else want to introduce themselves to the Wishpond team? Don't be shy. Marcelo, thank you for breaking the ice there. But if anyone else wants to, you have 10 minutes. So just a little warning. All right. So we talked about hiring process. Tell us about your hiring process for Ruby on Rails. Okay, we talked about that. So Andres asked if you guys speak Portuguese. No, I don't think they speak Portuguese.
Yeah, so the other important thing that we look for is really good communication skills.
Yeah,
especially in English, because everybody here speaks in English. We don't know Portuguese. The ability to express ideas and understand a problem, explain things, and is doubly important for somebody who is working remote, so that there is no miscommunication about what we're trying to achieve, or what we're trying to get done. So that is another critical thing that we look for.
Yes, yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, your English is always getting better, guys, right?
I think it's interesting to know what's the size of the company, how many people do you have in different areas, and maybe how many Brazilians do we have here? If you have an idea, for example.
Well, we used to have a lot of Brazilians, but not so many. The dev team is about, I think, 15 people, and the company as a whole is about 45 or 250. And support team is about 5 right now, but expected to grow quite a bit. So for the question about people from Brazil, I think currently we have 2 software devs from Brazil, 1 person on support, and that is it for now. So three people.
Poland and around.
Okay. Yeah. So 3 people from Brazil right now in the company.
And you have a testing team? Like a
the
QA
team, yes.
Cool, yeah. So, because Louise asked, what is your development process like? I guess we talked about it already. It's like close to Agile is what you said, right?
Close to Agile.
Yeah.
We have a monolithic application that Wishpond started with, but all of our newer applications go into the Docker environment, get managed like that. All of the newer applications are very thoroughly R-spec'd. The monolithic application is probably about 50% usefully R-spec'd, with nowhere near enough Jasmine tests or anything for the large Angular applications. So as we build out the new applications to replace the monolithic app, they come with specs and they come with Jasmine tests, just so that we have far more faith in them actually working.
Cool. All right, Louise, I hope that answered your question. All right, guys, so if you are interested in applying, I just put the link there in the chat. I highlighted the link. So Emerson, I see you're going to apply for the Senior Ruby on Rails role. Anyone else going to apply for that role? Just maybe we can have a chance for you guys to say hi. I think that'll really help. Tools in the QA process was a question here.
Number 1 is Circle CI. We are constantly running tests. Every branch that's pushed to GitHub gets all the specs run, all the tests run. Our QA team is still working on having a whole pile of integration tests that they can run against both the development branches and the production branch. So that's still a work in progress, but obviously you can run all of the specs and tests locally. There are some integration tests built into the application, so if you want to run headless Chrome with Selenium, you can totally run all the tests there. They're not the most reliable tests, though, so that's a bit sad. But a large part of the QA process are our QA people who have gotten very good at picking apart the things that we do wrong.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. Hope that answers your questions, Enrique. Okay, so what about designers? A couple of people have asked about that. Is there a chance you guys are going to hire more designers in the future? What is any kind
I'm not too sure
on
about that, but I would say probably not a chance in the
My
recent.
guess is that we can design stuff far faster than we can develop it at the moment.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's true.
We don't
So,
have more designers just yet.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Andresa, I'm gonna pick on you. I want you to say hi to everybody. I'm gonna invite you to be a speaker, just because I think that you have a really good portfolio for these guys. So if you want to chat, great. If not, no worries. Andresa is one of our VanHack Premium members, so she's always at interview practice, and we always talk twice a week. And so I know that she her background pretty well. Cool. So any other questions, guys? We have 5 more minutes. I guess talked with the dev team, hiring process. I think the thing we like to finish off at the end of every webinar is what's the future for the company. So where do you guys see Wishpond in 3 to 5 years? What can people expect? What kind of journey can they expect if they arrive here and work with you guys?
Oh, you want to take this one?
Well, it's difficult to say, but 3 to 5 years
1 to 2
is
years.
going to be quite. I mean, the aim is of course always to grow, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much of growth. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving secrets away from the business side or something.
Not to say
I don't know.
We want to grow the
I'm
business.
not from the business side.
Okay.
The tech side, I can tell you.
Yeah, we don't need to know
Tech
the
side, I can
numbers.
tell you our products are going to become much, much stronger, especially in this next year or so, within the next year. We're going to be moving, like I said, we're talking about Docker. We're going to use more Docker tools, make things more dependable, stable in those regards. The products itself are going to become more featureful, more stable. And so there's a whole lot of technical work to be done in terms of fixing the existing things, existing products, and working on new things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you talk about 3 to 5 years, I think that's pretty much actually 3 years out. There's more, right?
Well, I think 5 years time we're buying Microsoft.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, for the next year, there's going to be a lot of Ruby work going on, and for the next 2 years, actually even the next 2 years is going to be. So the next 2 years we have a lot of dev work to be done.
Cool.
Ruby, probably Elixir as well.
So if you aren't quite a senior developer yet, but maybe in 1 year, 2 years, you feel a lot stronger about your skills, keep studying, keep working, and keep trying to come to great companies like Wishpond. So cool.
Well, great cities like Vancouver.
Yeah.
It's really pretty out there. You wouldn't believe it.
I mean, we can do a little. I don't know if you guys already saw this, but it's pretty nice. Pretty nice office. Pretty nice view. So before we finish, Andresa, have you gotten my invite to chat? I don't know how it works. There should be an invite sent to you. That's how it happened with Marcelo. If it doesn't work in the next couple of minutes, we'll let you guys chat other ways. But yeah, great cities like Vancouver. That's true.
Well, so this is a great team. I mean, I have a 5-foot stuffed panda on my desk. It eats up most of my desk. I have to sit with my laptop on my lap, and I don't get judged for it. as long as I actually produce and I do the things that I say I'm going to do, I can get away with doing a lot.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good team. There's nobody who's going to stress about walking around in socks. At their feet. Like it's very relaxed. It's a great place to work. It really is.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's very open-minded. It's very unique. Like sometimes it's like previous jobs when I would wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna call in sick.
Yeah,
like not once have I ever had that feeling, and like it's something that I actually like honestly look forward to coming, because it's more of working with friends than just a job. At least I feel that way, and I know you guys have been here long enough, but I feel like you guys probably have a similar feeling. But
that's why you're all still here.
Yeah.
And honestly, the free food is the best for me. I gained probably 10 pounds since working.
Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be dinner.
Every time.
Thanks, guys.
Friday lunches as well.
Awesome.
The free food is not that good if you're trying to lose weight.
Apparently, I've been bulking up.
Yeah.
Past year.
Yeah. It's big bones. Yeah. I hear that. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think there's some technical issues with Andres. I'm sorry. I've invited you 3 times, but apparently it's okay. You guys can talk another time. Don't worry. So questions about how they see Ruby on Rails opportunities in Vancouver. We can quickly answer that. I'm guessing there's a lot of them since it's really hard to find good senior developers. Like maybe we can talk about the market in general for Ruby on Rails developers in the city.
There's a lot of code schools. giving people 8-week, 10-week courses on Ruby on Rails,
Yeah.
Ruby development, that sort of thing. Which, I mean, they're fine. They are their own thing, but they're not the same thing as someone spending 2 years in the trenches, actually building functional apps that people are using and discovering the insane variety of ways that people discover to break your applications. So, yeah, there's an abundance of junior developers kicking around. There's a real shortage of people who have already been in the trenches and have developed those skills. And this is not unique to Vancouver. There's more money out east. So if you wanted to get into the banking sector or finance in general, you really do want to get out to the east side of Canada. But if you're thinking of balancing work with lifestyle, I find Vancouver is probably a better bet.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So as for other tech companies in Vancouver, I have heard of some of them moving away from Ruby on Rails just because they can't get the skilled people that they need. They can get enough people to do stuff in C# or something like that. So they're switching to .NET and carrying on there. It's a tragedy. It is what it is.
All right, cool. Well, I think with that note, we'll wrap it up. Well, good question here. Why Elixir rather than Golang? Danilo asks.
I think Morgan's the best person to answer that.
Yeah. So why Elixir rather than Golang?
The Elixir model that it has, I don't have sufficient experience with Elixir yet. I've only built little proof of concept applications to test that I can actually do the things that I want to do. And yes, the lights did just go out. The Elixir model for actually distributing the jobs between the different workers and gives us a much easier path towards distributing them across multiple machines and keeping that stateful, high-speed answering service up and running when we need it to be. Golang is great and it's fast, but we'd have to build all of that tooling ourselves. As far as I understand, I think we could use some off-the-shelf packages for doing that in Go, but we could also use some off-the-shelf packages to do that in Ruby, which wouldn't give us the advantages of having it already baked into and very battle-hardened in Erlang, which is in Elixir, which is also Elixir has come from a lot of the Ruby developers, so it does feel a lot more normal to people who are experienced with Ruby.
Elixir is from Brazil too.
Is it? Yeah. Wow.
Cool. Pedro says Pedro Medeiros has a lot of experience with Elixir. Cool. Hopefully there's a lot of Brazilians with the experience in Elixir because it came from there. I didn't know
Probably.
that.
Well, in a year or so, we're probably going to start planning a big rewrite of one of our applications out. So it's a little ways away yet, but it's something we're already thinking about.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, guys. This has been really, really great. And we got right into it. And then the office tour, I think people really enjoyed that. I'll have to watch it afterwards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And then a lot of really good answers and information about Wishpond. So guys, it's right here, wishpond.com/careers. And I have the link there broadcast to everybody. So yeah, just down here. So if you guys, want to apply, I encourage you to do so. If you're watching this on YouTube in the past, in the future, when we put this on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. I always forget to say that, but thank you. And tell your friends and all that stuff. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. And wishpond.com/careers, apply. And if you need any help with your application and things like that, you guys know, just go to vanhack.com for that too. All right. Thanks, everybody. And see you at the next webinar.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. I guess we have some people here to say bye. Cool. All right. Abrazos. Ciao. And see you guys soon.